Alright, everybody, thank you for joining me this evening. We are back here live. We have got a storm that is currently producing 70-mile-per-hour winds, estimated by radar here in northwestern Illinois. This is doing some serious wind damage here to areas in Kewanee, Galva, and Sheffield in Illinois, or at least will be soon. So if you're in either or any of those towns, I should say, seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor possible away from windows. These winds will be kind of like if a low-end tornado were to hit you, so you should treat it like it's a tornado. There has not been any official reports of 70-mile-per-hour winds, I do not believe, but they are radar indicated to be that high here. We also have some possible rotation, so they do have the tornado possible tag here on this severe thunderstorm warning. Alright, we've also got some pretty big hail on this thing. We got a severe thunderstorm warning on the south side of this line too that is warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds. That is for Lafayette, so not quite as intense down there, but you're still going to want to watch out for those, alright? We've also got two other severe thunderstorm warnings. One of them is going to be down there in southeastern Missouri for the Bloomfield, Puxico area. Got quite a few live cams down here that we're going to be able to look at this storm from, luckily, so we can see exactly what this storm is doing. So we'll go ahead and pull that up there. This is a live look at Advance, Missouri, that area. So we got that severe thunderstorm warning. You can see the lightning flash down there every once in a while. And then we also have a severe thunderstorm warning for Jonesboro, Arkansas, Truman, Arkansas, and Lake City in Arkansas. That is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1.25-inch hail and maybe just a little bit of possible rotation somewhere in there. Okay, so we have got quite a bit of significant weather going on here. I really was not planning on going live again tonight until I saw that 70-mile-per-hour wind severe thunderstorm warning. I was like, well, you know what? I'm not doing anything else tonight. Let's do this. So let's go ahead and get right into this coverage here. There's really not that much else to say, but yeah. We got 13 people looking at this live cam through their own Radar Omega app. And here's your hail core. It's only warned for less than 3/4 of an inch hail, but I'm guessing that there's actually hail much bigger than that on here, according to the radar. So again, some rotation could develop on this storm, which is why there's the tornado possible tag on it. They just updated this severe thunderstorm warning to have 0.88-inch hail. As I said, I think it's bigger than less than 3/4 of an inch, and apparently the National Weather Service agrees, which is always nice to see. So, actually, they just got an update here. Yeah, there may be a bit of rotation, but if it's there, it's probably on the south side of this line, actually, towards Galva and Lafayette. So look out for that there in northwestern Illinois. We got this storm here in Arkansas and Jonesboro upgraded to 1.5-inch hail. I don't think it was like that originally. I think it was 1.25. Now it's 1.5-inch hail here. Again, still radar indicated, but that is some big hail. So bring your cars inside, bring your pets inside. Storm back up here in Missouri. You can see we got a lot of lightning there on that live cam. Barely any rotation, maybe some minor broad rotation there, if anything. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna try to stop that. There we go. Sorry about that. Somebody was calling me. Sorry, I'm just notifying my friend here that I am live. Holy crap, look at the live cam. That's some insane lightning. If you have any questions about your location related to the weather, leave them down below in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. But yeah, at the minute, we're really looking at that one storm that's doing the 70-mile-an-hour winds there in northwest Illinois. It is moving east at 35 miles per hour here, so let's actually drag this out. There's the wind field. Oh, there's that tornado warning, so the rotation is picking up here. We had a tornado warning for Kewaunee, Galva, and then we got Neponset in northwest Illinois there. That is a tornado warning. Seek shelter immediately. Lowest floor possible away from windows. Like I said, that rotation is right over Galva. So, Galva, just give it a few minutes and you'll be able to leave your shelter. But areas like Kewaunee, you're going to have to wait a little bit. So, again, this is a tornado warning here. Sorry, I'm not really on top of the coverage. I was talking to my friend, but yeah, this is a pretty concerning area of rotation here. Probably just off to the east of Galva now. It's going to head northeast here towards Kewaunee. I was just about to drag this out. The rotation area is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. So what we're going to do is we are going to drag this out here from where it is now, do that, and then we'll enter in 30 miles per hour. So down the line, this is going to be hitting you guys. We've got Elmira in 16 minutes, Osceola in 22 minutes, Neponset in 27 minutes, Lombardville in 35 minutes. We've got Morse in 36, Burnett in 37, Buda/Butta in 39, Providence in 44, Wyanett in 50, Tuscaloosa in 52, and then Princeton in 61. So, pretty intense area here of rotation. Again, that is going to be heading towards all those cities that I just listed a little bit down the line there. Hello, Brian. Again, any questions about your location related to the weather, obviously, leave them down below. I'm really happy to answer anything tonight. Again, as long as it is related to the weather. So again, that camera in southeastern Missouri, it's picking up on all that lightning, all that heavy rain there. Not too gusty of winds at the minute, but the storm's not really there yet, so I have to wait out on that. But again, big lightning. May see some hail pop up sometime soon, possibly. But again, the much more concerning storm is that one with the tornado warning up here by Kewaunee in Illinois. Again, not super tight rotation or anything to be massively concerned about, but it's enough to the point where if you are included in this warning, you are going to want to take shelter. And if it intensifies at all, that's when it becomes a problem. It's right on the border of being a significant storm. Or a tornado-producing storm, I should say. It's already a significant storm, doing winds up to 70 miles per hour. Which, again, is already like a low-end tornado force wind field. So, me being shelter anyway here in Kewaunee for sure, Galva, and then down the line, areas like Sheffield and Buda. So, again, that rotation there right to the southeast of Galva. Next radar scan, it will probably be right in here, towards the southwest of Kiwani. So, Kiwani, you're going to want to take shelter. Again, anybody that has any questions about their location, leave them down below in chat, related to the weather, obviously. I will try to answer the questions accurately, and honestly, not a fan of hyping up storms and getting people scared about them, but I also don't want to undersell anything, so, that's my stance on giving opinions on storms. Huge lightning strike there. Again, I call it out after it happens, because you can't get it while it happens, because, I mean, it's lightning. It's got light right there in the name, but, if you take the second back, the stream a second back, anytime I say, whoa, look at that lightning, then you should be able to see it. So, again, rotation will be located right in there. Waiting for this next radar update. Should be here any second, considering we have a tornado warning. They'll probably update the radar quite frequently, I would hope. Again, 4 severe thunderstorm warnings, 2 of them in Illinois. 1 of them being in Missouri, and the other being in Arkansas. So again, not a super concerning pocket of rotation, but it's enough to trigger a tornado warning from the National Weather Service, which means you should take shelter. Again, it'll be probably located right in here, because it's been a while since we've gotten a radar scan. So if you're in Galva, you're probably good to get out of your shelter, but keep in mind, you are still in a thunderstorm, but it will pass pretty soon. Got an update here to this severe thunderstorm warning. They threw the tornado possible tag on that. Huge lightning strike again. There's your area rotation. Really didn't move as far north as I thought it would. Makes me think that maybe this storm is moving just more east than northeast. So areas like Elmira, you might want to get ready here for if this thing approaches you. There's a high chance you might need to take shelter. Again, not too concerning. Maybe a bit of intensification there, but still a pretty broad area of rotation. But either way, winds up to 70 miles an hour occurring with that storm, so you need to seek shelter. One of our severe thunderstorm warnings... Oh, never mind. For some reason I was thinking there was 2 in Missouri. There was just before I started the stream. That's why. But there's not. So again, we got 4 severe thunderstorm warnings, 1 tornado warning, 4 special weather statements. Got one of them up in the Montana-Idaho border here, because we have got, I'm guessing, some freezing fog. No snow shower activity here. Yeah, I mean, there definitely is some pockets of heavy snow there. Alright, let's get back to our storm here. Looks like we've got a flood advisory here for the Puxico area, the area that is in the severe thunderstorm warning. You are now also under a flood advisory. Got some heavy rainfall here. Let's take a look at the storm total precip. Yeah, pretty significant. Maybe up to 2 inches in an isolated spot. Nothing too major though, but just enough to cause a little bit of street flooding, possibly. There's actually going to be quite a bit more rain that falls here on the Illinois-Iowa border than down south there. So you may see some flood advisories, possibly even an isolated flash flood warning get issued. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning here that is going to be for Fulton County, Illinois. That's just a little bit to the south of this line here. That is for 1-inch hail and 50-mile-per-hour winds, or winds up to 50 miles per hour, I should say. Got another new severe thunderstorm warning. That is going to be for Cedar and Jones County in Iowa. That is out here in eastern Iowa. It's for the same thing. 1-inch hail, 50-mile-per-hour winds, or up to 50 miles per hour. Like I said in the stream earlier today, hail, I think, is honestly the biggest threat. The rotation is definitely weakening here on this tornado-warned storm, so I definitely don't think we're going to see a tornado drop. I really didn't expect to see one anyway, because we are not in a super favorable tornado environment. We don't have enough shear. That's the big problem. If we had shear, then this event easily could have gone much worse. But we don't, so things are not quite as bad. Got a new special weather statement here. It's an extension for the severe warning storm. It looks like they're going to drop the severe warning and leave it here at 50-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail instead of 60-mile-per-hour winds and ping-pong ball-sized hail. We got our live cam that we were using earlier here in Brooklyn, Wisconsin, but it's in kind of a spotty cell service zone. We proved on the stream earlier, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. But there are some rain showers there, some storms, so I'll leave it up. Yeah, definitely a weakening of rotation there near Kewaunee. We could have some storms forming here in areas of the Chicago suburbs, possibly. So Joliet, in fact, there is a pretty big storm approaching you. Maybe some pea-sized hail in an isolated spot. Don't have that much lightning activity on it just yet. Maybe a strike or two with it. But there's quite a few cells here entering the Chicago suburbs that are kind of evolving into fully fledged storms here. We still have an ongoing wildfire in Texas. The largest Texas wildfire ever. It's insane out there, dude. Yeah, this line as kind of a whole is moving southeast generally. Even though a lot of these isolated storms say northeast, as a whole, this giant cluster of storms is going to be moving southeast into parts of the middle of Illinois here. It's like a little bit down the line, Bloomington, Peoria, Springfield, Decatur. Could be looking at some significant storms. And then also these areas up here in the Chicago suburbs, it looks like these cells are starting to evolve for you. So areas like Joliet, Chicago, really anywhere in the Chicago suburbs is going to have the chance to see an isolated strong storm or two. Yeah, definitely a weakening of rotation here on this storm near Kewaunee, Illinois. Not too concerned about a tornado dropping with it now. I imagine the tornado warning will be removed soon. Again, Jonesboro, Arkansas is an area we're watching here, just the northeast of the city. It's a very populated area. That's why we're kind of watching it here. Sorry about that. Again, I think we're gonna sit here for at least a few more minutes watching these storms. These ones toward the Chicago suburbs are actually picking up a decent amount. Some of them have their own fully fledged hail cores. So we might honestly see a special weather statement here come out for the Chicago area soon. Maybe even a severe thunderstorm warning. Who knows? Maybe an isolated cell there goes severe. I would not rule that out at this point, honestly. The storms off to the south here are also taking a little bit of a southeast track, but at the same time, it's kind of a whole different cluster of storms, so it's not going the same way as these. Because even though this is just one big marginal risk, it's two different cluster of storms here. The cutoff line is like southern Missouri. This is a cluster of storms, and this is a cluster of storms. Once you get to southern Missouri, that's the cutoff, where it's a different group of storms that you're looking at. So they're both taking different tracks. They're not doing the same thing. The reason that at the minute we're not seeing things pop off like they did earlier is because we already have had a round of storms that rolled through here that sucked up all of the energy here in this area, right? If you don't know, we were live earlier for another cluster of storms. The energy out of this area was high, but it's been completely sucked out, which is part of the reason why areas like southern Wisconsin are not included in the marginal risk earlier, is because it was intense up there earlier, but those storms used up all of the energy. So even if a storm does manage to fire off here in southern Wisconsin, there is about a 0% chance that it goes severe. So just wanted to back up some my thought process there. Not really just my thought process, but just kind of how it works. We lost our severe warning in Missouri. So we've only got 5 severe thunderstorm warnings left. This one's going to expire in 1 minute. This one's going to expire in 1 minute, but they'll likely be reissued. Maybe just one will be reissued for this whole line here. But yeah, they both just expired. Any others expired? No. But we still got our tornado warning here for the Kewanee, Illinois area. So we'll look out for this, but I'm not concerned about this. I'm really thinking they're going to remove this soon. And yeah, they did reissue that severe warning there, just as one, it looks like. That's for 0.88-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds, tornado possible. I'm thinking the hail core is a little bit bigger. I would not rule out some quarter-size hail, maybe even some half-dollar size hail, which is 1 and 1.25 inches, respectively. Yeah, our Wisconsin cam is in a very bad service area, as you can see. Every now and then it has to go through its reload cycle. I think the whole energy thing that I was talking about earlier may have something to do with why these Chicago storms are kind of popping off so easily, is because there hasn't been that much that moved through the Chicago metro area. Really, it was up to the north that all of the energy was used. But down here, there is energy. Up here, there's not. But down here, there is. Which is why we're seeing a storm with a significant hail core right on top of Chicago. It's a very tiny storm. It's a very isolated storm, but there could be quarter-size hail on it, maybe. Right now, I'm thinking more of like dime-size hail, though, or nickel-sized hail. Maybe. I don't think it's quite up to quarter size yet. Looks like our Wisconsin cam is trying to reload here. But again, spotty area of cell service, especially after some major storms just rolled through. And are still rolling through, actually. And maybe a tad bit of rotation, but nothing to be majorly concerned about. If there was a bit of rotation that were to develop, it would be right here, likely. Or back here towards Lafayette, maybe a few isolated spots of rotation there. But again, very broad, very weak. They just shrunk that tornado warning, in fact, down to this area here for Kewaunee. I'm not even sure why they're keeping it, because there's nothing impressive about this. But I think it's just like a precautionary thing, in case it does happen. So, with that, I think we're going to end off here. No significant areas of tornadic potential. Our 70-mile-an-hour winds are gone, which is the whole reason why I started this stream up. Really just a few severe thunderstorm warnings. None of them are that crazy. In fact, we only have 2 that are doing 60-mile-an-hour winds. So, I think we're going to end off here. This was part 2 of this severe weather outbreak. We have a ton of storm reports from today from the SPC. Maybe in a future video, I'll do another documentary on this like I have been for the last few outbreaks. I don't know, though. This one was not nearly as significant as the last Midwest outbreak. The last one was a tornado outbreak. This one was a severe thunderstorm outbreak. But in Henry County, Illinois, we've got tree limbs down. We've got power poles and power lines blown down in Lincoln County, Arkansas. And then in Desha County, Arkansas, we've got trees blown down. So there's quite a bit of wind damage, and we're definitely not lacking on the hail reports. We've got 32 hail reports of 1 inch or larger. Some of them are golf ball size, but none are that significant. But maybe later tonight we'll see an isolated storm that does hail up to 2-inch diameter, apple size. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in once again, and I will see you all in the next one. Again, probably going live on Thursday. If you didn't tune into my last stream, check it out, because I explain why. So, yeah,